Hi everyone and welcome to week 5 of the course. In week 5 of the course, I want you to click on the week 5 preparation items. When you click on this, you'll notice that they'll have the objectives right here for you. So for this week, our objectives are going to be focused on poverty, discrimination, crime, income distribution, role of the government. You're going to be reading about poverty and distribution and why there's so many people that are poor. I want to copy this over for us. Now, here's an e-activity for you to review. You're going to go to this website. You're going to add this into your discussion, your analysis. Here's the lectures and the scenarios as well. Let's go over to the assessment section. On the assessment section, here's the discussion boards for this week. Remember, if you post your first discussion board by Wednesday, you can earn an extra 5 points for each discussion board. In discussion board 1, you're going to be focusing on the role of poverty, and you're going to be completing it based off of the e-activity. And you're going to look at one way to mitigate the issue of poverty. So focus on outside sources in your question in both discussion board 1 and discussion board 2. I'm grading your work on your analysis in terms of your APA formatting with regard to having APA formatted in text citation and reference and one pair response. From what you're looking at, there's a lot of components to this question, so really focus on the components and what is being asked to do well. I think it'll help you with your content development. On the week 5 quiz, I'm going to go through some of the questions that you might see. You might not see all these questions, but I'm going to go through some of them. Relationship between school funding and achievement. What relationship, if at all, exists? With positive externalities, what will happen to the quantity that is being produced? Is it going to be greater than or less than? Schools in which parents or other groups are permitted to create a new school with state funding. What is that type of school known as? Tuition increases. So now if tuition increases, how will that influence education with regard to supply and demand? A program to provide public funding for students in poor public schools. What is that program known as? Students learn about health and nutrition in schools. If they learn about this, what does this do in terms of either production or consumption? What happens to the marginal benefit of education if a child gets more schooling? In a purely private K-12 system, space is to be allocated based off of what characteristic? What is the relationship between student achievement and teacher pay? Is there incentive based there? How much does the U.S. spend on education per year? The creation of new learning technologies will call which of the following to decrease? Educated citizens are more likely to be informed voters. Why is this the case? What type of externality is this? Which of the following would decrease the quantity of education in a market? So that's a supply and demand question. Empirical evidence of the effectiveness of a voucher program is described as what? Increase in the marginal benefit of education. So marginal benefit deals with the demand curve. How will that influence the demand curve? So those are some of the questions that you're going to see. Make sure to complete it by Monday morning. Make sure to get those discussion posts early as well, as I look forward to your effort.